Hey everyone, today I'm going to be talking about R4 cards for Nintendo DS. So what essentially this is, it's like a fake Nintendo game cartridge, but you can put whatever games you want onto it, and you can put like hundreds if you choose to do so. So these are actually similar, well actually they're the exact same thing as those like 208 games in one cartridges that you might see for sale on like Amazon. There's a few differences between that and this, but I'll talk about this first. So these are cheaper than those. So that's how it works is that the actual operating system in the games and everything run off of the micro SD card, and from there you can, put your own games onto it, or you can also put music and movies on there if you really wanted to, but I know nobody's really gonna do that. You can put whatever games you have onto it, and it's nice to have like 100 games in one, or like 100 games in one cartridge. You can just flip back and forth. This is also a very good alternative to people who don't want to homebrew their DS. So this only works on Nintendo DS games, but you can run them on a 3DS too, or a 2DS. Whatever model you have. It works on every model. It only works for Nintendo DS games, if that makes sense. Another thing I like about these is that you can back up your saves. So and of course with backing up your saves, it's just a good thing to have. And if you want to have multiple saves, you can do that too. You can also transfer them between like systems or to the computer or whatever you want to do, because we like options. We love options. You have options with what you want to do with your saves. Another thing is, like I said, these are technically the same thing as those like hundreds in one DS carts. These are marketed for people who want to go in and change it and customize it to their liking, whereas of the 100 in-game cartridges in one are marketed to people who just want to pop it in and play it. A lot of people I saw too, like on TikTok at least, they said that the 102 or whatever in one cartridge doesn't save, but these ones do. So that's why I prefer these, because they actually do save your games and make up backups. And what I also like about it too is, so let's say there's a Japanese exclusive game you want to play, but it's only in Japanese. So you could, if you can find a like fan translated game of it, you can put that on here too. Like a good example of that is the super rare McDonald's training game that came out for Nintendo DS. Like that was specifically for McDonald's employees only in Japan. So the game was only in Japan. I don't think there's like any for sale, like it's super rare, but if you want to play like a fan translated version of that, you can put that on here and play it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nice to have options. I might have said this already, but I'm going to say it again because this is like one of the biggest facts. This is a very good alternative to people who don't want to homebrew their DS, because I understand that can be scary for some people. Like I didn't really do it until like this year. So if homebrewing is a big turn off for you, this is much easier. You don't have to edit your DS. That you could just pop this in and start playing, and you can put as many games as you want onto it. I think you could easily put hundreds of games on like a 16 gigabyte micro SD card, because Nintendo games are not that, or Nintendo DS games are not very big, so I'm sure nobody really wants to play like the entire library of Nintendo DS, so you could probably fit every game you wanted onto 60 gigabytes, but obviously you'll have to figure out which, I think they can only go up to 32 gigabytes, so like if you get like 128, it will not work with this, so you have to stay with 32 or lower. Okay, one important thing you do have to know about these is that some of them come with these things called time bombs. And what that is, essentially, is that it's programmed so that way after a year it'll stop working, but you can get around that. So if you do buy one, I have the R4 Gold Pro, let it focus, the Gold Pro, blah, blah, blah. When you look these up, there'll probably be like 20 different models. I'd say just try to get the newest one. I'm not really sure what that is, but because they keep coming out with new ones. But the way to get around the time bomb, so I did a lot of research on how to remove the time bomb, and what I found is that all the R4 software comes with it. The best way to get around that is to just not use it and to use a custom software made by someone else, and I recommend this one anyways because I find it a lot easier to navigate compared to the actual software, and I'll link a video in the comments of how to install that. I'll try to link like some YouTube videos, like tutorials on how to do that down below that I find useful, so that way you don't even have to look for that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not much to it. It's just, again, my biggest things that I like about it is that you don't have to homebrew. It backs up saves, and it saves in general because apparently the other ones don't. They're cheap. Like I said, the 200 and whatever cartridges, those are like $30-$40 on Amazon now, where these you can get anywhere just like $10 on AliExpress to like maybe 15-ish on eBay or something like that. And again, when you're looking into the models, just read the reviews and then read the review of the sellers, because like it differs between whoever's selling them, and have fun. I think they're pretty cool. I know these have been around for a while, but like I posted about it on TikTok and a lot of people actually have not heard of it, so you know, it's good to have, especially now too with like, you know, game collecting. Like some games are worth hundreds of dollars, so not everybody's gonna buy that, so they might miss out on some stuff, but now with this you can get around that. I think I'm supposed to say only install games that you own, but you know, not everybody's gonna do that. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. If there's anything I missed that you think's important, let us know below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.